I'm here today to talk to you about destinations. Where are you going? Where do you see yourselves going? In life, we are all on these journeys, these adventures towards something. Now try for a minute to forget about where you are and how you got here. What is your destination? Maybe you want to be a millionaire. Rich as fuck cat with cars and planes and wives and ex-wives and kids. That's a destination. Or maybe you want something simpler. A home. That works. Now, with your destination in mind, think about the vehicle that takes you there. The vehicle that carries you along this journey. Some of you tried some illegal vehicles, and that didn't work. But let me ask you, what is a vehicle of choice versus a vehicle of necessity or laziness or greed?
What's this?
That's just, you just told me to.
I'm just messing with you. And honestly, I think it's better if you come back next week.
Okay, I mean, I won't get in trouble if I don't.
You know, he told me to reschedule you yesterday and I forgot.
Oh.
This shit's gotta stop. How old's your little girl? 2? Look, we've been through a lot.
I'm gonna go.
The goal here is to give you something that your vehicle needs. I'm talking about a renewable, recyclable, inexhaustible source of fuel. Fuel for any vehicle. I'm talking about self-worth, confidence, pride.
Escucha, señor y señora huevones decidieron no terminar los fucking árboles y ahora tenemos mucha puta nieve. Así que ahora todos tenemos que sacar la nieve para que no se mueran los árboles y yo no tenga que despedirlos a todos ustedes pendejos. ¿Está bien? Ok, vamos a trabajar. Let's go, up. Come, follow me. You want a massage?
Oh, no, I'm all right.
Trust me. You're gonna love this.
Ooh. Like that?
No, up. Okay. You remember that girl, Tina Cardozi? We went to middle school with her.
Yeah, vaguely.
Okay. Would you like to see what she looks like now?
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck yeah.
Jesus.
Right?
Yeah.
Who knew? She was so quiet. No, she's not. If I had a time machine.
How do you turn this thing off?
Oh, yeah.
You have any discoveries like this?
No.
No?
No,
Damn
no,
it.
no,
Have you checked?
no.
You should check. You know? You should definitely check.
Should I get back to work?
Right, yeah. Hello. Un momento. Okay, so she's got like 3 more that I've seen. Okay, this one takes place by a lake. Okay, it starts off like really romantic, but it doesn't end romantic. Hola.
Come in.
Room service. Necesito para...
Finally.
Mañana. Mediodía. Sí, okay? Okay, chao.
Parcell crashed her car when she hit a patch of ice. Her daughter Annie was also killed in the accident. Karen is survived by her husband Dallin and their younger daughter Jessica.
Doing? What's the matter with you?
Hey, you remember Annie Parcell?
Annie Purcell? Of course I remember Annie Purcell. She died.
Yeah, I looked her up last night.
You didn't know about that?
No, I had no idea.
That must have been a shock.
Yeah, I was wondering what happened to her. Figured maybe she'd be on Broadway by now.
Wow. You and her had a thing, I sort of remember that. You were like best friends. She was like your little best friend.
Yeah, I think she was something like that.
Wow.
What happened to her family, do you know?
I don't know, her mom died in the accident. Her dad moved away a couple years later.
It's really sad.
Yeah, depressing. Let's go. How did you not know that?
I don't know, I just been away for a while, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey,
Yeah.
you should think about working out on a separate note.
I'm trying to fill my heart without a home, dying to hear me say I'd rather be alone, but you so kindly remind me of when we were dancing and singing until the bitter end. Sparks started moving, and I can't seem to withhold. My eyes don't wander with the words that you had chosen. And he so kindly reminds me of when we were lovers and enemies until the bitter end. Oh, until the bitter end. Can't you see I'm right? Our hearts just weren't in it. Don't we just need time to tell us we're not broken? I know that I have fucked up one time too many. You're better off. Don't you see I'm right? My heart just wasn't in it. I don't need no time to tell me what I'm missing. And I know that
Peter.
Perfect. Excuse me, amigo. What do you call these plants right down here?
It's a puñeta.
Puñeta?
Puñeta.
Puñeta.
Puñeta. Beautiful plant.
Beautiful puñeta.
Yeah,
Thanks.
yeah.
Thank you.
You are?
Puñeta. Puñeta.
This is Grader's 4th grade class play. Love babes. I'm gonna fly out of here right this second. No, don't go. How do you know you won't just fall to the ground? Because I'm a bird. Birds were made for flying. Flying and flipping. Flying and floating. Dipping and flipping. Gliding and diving. We're made for the air. We could go anywhere. You should come with me. I can't come with you. Well, I'll send you a postcard. I'll miss you. I'll miss you too.
The song is called Walk Away. You don't even have to tell me. I can see it in your smile that you're sad. You lost your smile in September, and I try not to remind you of that. What are you gonna do with the choices that are coming towards you? Don't you walk away. I can't stand to see you act this way.
Create a goal. Focus on that goal. Watch it carefully. Observe the goal and see it in every finite detail. What does it make you feel? Where is it going? In order to obtain that goal, you need to let go of that fear.
Hey, Romeo. What you doing?
Nothing. No, I'm just going for a walk.
All right. Well, then walk. There you go.
Hands out of the pockets.
Yeah, give it gas.
You broke it. I'm putting you in charge of this plot of trees. They're not doing so hot, and I want you to bring them back.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I know nothing about horticulture.
I think it'll be good for you to have your own territory. Plus, you know, guys don't really like you. I think you're a pussy. You can't mix pussies with fighters, Colin.
Okay. But I still don't know what the hell to do with trees.
Fertilizer, water, cut some of the dead weight off. Shit, water, dead weight. It's no sweat.
No, I don't think this is a good idea.
Hey, Dickface, it's my nursery. And those trees are as good as dead anyway, so I really don't care if you fuck it up. Just do your best. And stop complaining. Comprende?
Comprende.
You're gonna do great. And that way you don't fuck up any of the working parts of the nursery.
It's my nursery. I want you fucking it up. They don't like you, Colin. They think you're a pussy. Shit, water, dead weight. You're so beautiful when you sing.
Do you want a t-shirt?
No, I'm good.
Here, have a pen. It's free.
Great.
Tried to reach you, baby, one last time. 'Cause I really miss the days when you were mine. Love is nothing new, but to me it's you. Come back home. Just come back home. Just come back home.
of the closing doors, please.
Are you following me?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
How do you like the show?
What's that?
How do you like the show?
Great.
Thanks. When are you getting off? What stop?
This is a Manhattan-bound two-train.
Bronx
The
Park
next
East.
stop is Borough Hall.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
What about you?
Same. What are you doing?
Nothing.
All right, you keep a lookout. Sure there's no creeps out there.
Why is it that we think that our lives have value? That's interesting to think about. What system do you use to measure what that value is? The decimal system? Yards, meters, how much money you make, how many pancakes you can eat in 2 minutes. Why do we assign a value to ourselves based on things that sometimes are beyond our control?
I invited you all here today to talk about an opportunity. An opportunity. When I say opportunity, I'm not referring to an easy way to earn $1. I'm talking about a set of circumstances that make it possible to do something. To do what? Well, that's up to you. Yeah.
How do I know this isn't some pyramid scheme?
I'm so happy you asked that question. This is an alternative business model. It's the business model of the future. We live in the age of the
This
entrepreneur.
feels like a scam to me.
Then maybe it's not for you. I'm not here to convince you. All I can do is offer you tools to create a successful business and a lifestyle designed by you, for you. A chance to be a better you. This business is not for the lazy or the pessimistic. It's for those who want to know with certainty that if they put in the work, they will reap the rewards. And we just happen to have some of the highest quality wellness products on the market.
If you weren't so damn pretty, I might still have a chance. Ladies, that is how you handle a naysayer.
How'd it go? You pumped?
Yeah, I'm getting the hang of this.
You know you don't have to do it, right?
No, I want to.
But you have such a great job.
Babe, I'm not getting any younger. And if we're gonna have kids, I want to spend every minute I can with them.
Whoa. Almost sounded like my mom.
You know, that doesn't offend me. Because I want a home. I want a family.
Hey, Colin.
Hello, Ma.
Are you ready to embark on a life-changing journey with Vida?
I'm good.
You and Dana together could really...
Ma, I'm not selling lotion. I got a job, thanks.
When did you become such a crab apple? didn't get it from me.
Noted.
I made you pie.
No thanks.
Oh, come on. It's chess pie. You know why they call it chess pie?
Here we go.
Because it's chess pie.
Brilliant. Are you done in there or what? Because I have to get going, actually.
You go on ahead. We have a few more things to go over.
True. Because you know, Mom, it did take a long time to build those original pyramids.
Goodbye, Colin.
Just saying.
I resent that.
He's in a funk. I can't get him out of it.
Sexually?
No. His attitude, his mood.
Baby, I love my son. But you are a peach. I mean, a real good one. He needs to be reminded of the beautiful, dynamic girl he has in front of him.
You mean you want me to tell him I'm a catch?
No, of course not. You can't always reason with men. Sometimes the cow don't move until you prod it. You need to wake that boy up.
There is no one that has no value. There is no one that has absolute value. We all have value. Now that's some Gandhi shit right there. That's some John motherfucking Lennon right there. Value is in the eye of the valuer.
You know what? I want everyone just to take a moment and look around the room. There is no ute without you. Without you, it makes up at least half of this company. So why don't you have a look at the person opposite you, sorry, next to you, and I want you to say thank you. Look at your neighbour and say thank you. Thank you. Do you want to know why I asked you guys to thank each other? Because I just finished negotiations, and as of today, we'll be joining the Amazon family in the latest of tech acquisitions.
Yes! Yes! That is all you! You! Yes, you! That is awesome! Yes!
It's a fossil.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thanks, Michael.
No worries. You're welcome. I wanted to, I guess, show you my thank you. You know? Because I know it doesn't always seem like it. I don't forget the fact that you and I set this thing up together. You know? And man, your contributions in the beginning birthed something really special.
Wow.
Okay?
That's a lot.
Let's not do that.
I'm sorry?
Let's not do that.
Sure,
Okay?
no.
We are
okay,
who we are.
Yeah.
Okay? You put the keys in the ignition. I acknowledge that. But I drove the car. I backed it out of the driveway and I merged into 4 lanes of traffic without my headlights on. You're not mad at me. You are mad at yourself. Though I empathise, sadly I cannot take responsibility for that.
Why do some of us think our own lives are worth nothing? What apocalyptic force encourages us and convinces us that this is true?
How do we get beyond that?
gonna stay with my sister for the weekend.
Okay.
I think you need some time. By yourself.
By myself.
I'm a catch, Colin.
Okay, what are you talking about?
What scares you in life?
What scares me, really?
Yeah.
Bears. Knives. Guns. Mass shootings.
You want to know what scares me? Failure. Mediocrity. Financial instability. Being alone.
Okay, I'm scared of those things too.
So what are you gonna do about it?
Are you breaking up with me?
I don't know. Be careful. Colin, be careful.
Hey. Can you do me a favor?
Yeah, sure.
I think there's a bottle of water over there.
Oh, yeah.
That one. Mm-hmm. I'm not really a morning person.
Yeah, me neither. Not normally.
So this isn't like a normal day for you?
No, not really.
Pass me that other bottle. How old are you?
36?
Oof. Wow. Do you have a job?
Yeah, I work at nursery.
Okay. So you like kids?
No, like trees. I dig and plant trees. But kids are fine.
Kids are fine. So do you like use a chainsaw and stuff, or?
No, not really.
So what do you do?
I fertilize. I plant trees and sometimes I cut dead branches and yeah. Ow.
Ow? Did that really hurt?
No, I'm fine. Ow.
I'm sorry. So where were you?
I slept in.
Slept in?
Yeah.
Did you get a good sleep?
I did actually, thank you. No, I'm sorry, seriously. Sorry about that.
Look, man, I want this to work out for you, okay? Try harder.
Okay.
All right?
All right, boss.
All right, brother. Cousin.
Oh, hey, you think you can do me a favor and pick me up tomorrow at 11? I need to go somewhere.
Sure.
Cool.
You know, there's really not much point fertilizing in this cold weather, but I didn't want to tell you because you're doing such a great job. Mommy got you new boots? Fun. You know who paid for those boots? Daddy, with child support. Hey!
Hey.
Colin, this is Brad Jr. Brad Jr., this is your Uncle Colin.
What's up, Uncle Colin?
Oh, Brad Jr.
You hungry?
No, I'm good.
I could go for some fruit. You want some fruit?
Yes.
Yeah?
I'm fine. You know where we're going.
North Ave, right?
Thanks, by the way.
Dude, don't mention it. It's just great to have my cousin back. Remember that time we were kids? I got that paintball gun for Christmas? Told you we were playing hide and seek, but really I was just hunting you?
No, I don't remember that.
Come on, you have to remember that. Your mom, like, really lost it on me. You had welts on your body for like a week.
Ouch.
God, I miss those days.
Oh, you look like shit.
Yeah, I didn't get much sleep last night.
You depressed?
I think so.
Well, you know what, Colin, that's normal. You know, this is all a process.
Yeah, I know.
So, nursery keeping you busy?
Yeah. It's a lot of long hours, you know, a lot of labor. I usually end up, I'm so tired, I just crash when I get home.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No late nights in the Bronx buying dope?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
You sure?
Yeah.
You growing anything else other than trees up there?
No.
You watch a lot of porn?
No.
No? None?
I met a girl.
Hey, that's great. Where did you meet her?
Oh, I have known her since, you know, she's from my hometown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, singer.
Wow. She any good?
Yeah, she's really good. Yeah, she lives in Brooklyn now, so.
Oh. That's great.
Yeah.
That's really great.
It's great.
You get out to see her shows?
All the time. I mean, sometimes. Once.
What do you do, drive?
Drive? Oh, God, no. Metro North.
Wait, the Metro North to Brooklyn?
Well, Grand Central subway to Brooklyn.
Why the fuck are you telling me that? You have been granted permission by the state of Connecticut to leave the state for one reason and one reason only. That's to work. They didn't grant you parole so you can go chase and tail all over New York City at all hours. The only reason you're sitting here with me and not in prison is because your father, God rest his soul, left you a place to live and your cousin gave you a job.
Right.
But let me be very clear about this. You're not a free man. You are not.
Sorry.
Don't be sorry. You know what happens in New York City after 12 a.m.? Nothing good. Nothing good happens in New York City after 12 a.m. You got it?
Got it.
Repeat after me. Nothing good happens after 12 a.m.
Nothing good happens after 12 a.m.
That's right.
Yep.
Do you realize if you get in any trouble at all, anything whatsoever, you go back to jail? New York City is no place for you, Colin. Look, Colin, I get it, okay? Bad things happen to good people. But you gotta make a choice. You gotta decide whether you're gonna pick yourself up and rebuild from the ashes, or you're gonna stay a depressed little bitch that dreams about what he had before God turned his back on him.
Okay.
Think about that.
I will.
Think about that.
I'll think about it.
How you doing with that watermelon, bud?
Good.
No? It's an underrated fruit. How'd it go?
Fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You good if we stop somewhere before I drop you off?
Yeah, as long as it's not a strip club.
All right, Junior. You want to go to strip club? No. No? Yeah. You will someday, my man. You will.
No, seriously, where are we going?
Booty call. Yeah, gotta see about a girl.
Mm-hmm.
His mom wants to move away.
More like far away?
Yeah, Florida.
What does that mean?
That I'll probably, I guess, get him in the summers, hopefully, and she'll take him the rest of the year. Yeah.
It's not what you want, right?
No, I mean, I want him all the time. You know, I love him. But I don't know if that's realistic, you know? I mean, as it is, I'm probably gonna need to get some help. Like maybe an au pair or something.
Remember that, what was the name of that
Like housekeeper your dad used to have. What
Which
was
one?
it? Zura?
Zuzia Dudek. Yeah,
Zuzia
she was the
Dudek.
best. Oh, I miss her. She didn't speak any English, but God, was she funny. I used to tell her the wrong names for all the appliances, and she would be like looking for the vacuum cleaner, and she'd go to my mom. She'd be like, "Have you seen the cocksucker?"
That's terrible.
It's horrible. When she found out I was lying to her, she just like spanked me and then quit.
She spanked you,
Yeah,
really?
yeah, it was great.
I always try to figure you out, thinking out loud. What are we doing here? I always thought I could be strong. Boy, was I wrong. Don't you see I'm trying, my dear? Don't lie to me like you used to. You must agree I'm good to you.
Vamos. ¿Quién quiere los guantes? Los guantes. Oye, gringo, ven acá. Fight. Fight, ven, fight. Hey, ven. Gringo.
There you go. You can follow me this way. These are hollies. They grow pretty much all year round. And then if you want to see the blue fruit,
What are you doing? Colin, seriously? Come on, let's go.
Oh, hey.
Hey,
Hey.
what's up?
I just wanted... Sorry for leaving the other day.
Oh, that's okay. I know how it goes. Wake up in a strange place with a strange girl.
No, it's not like that. I wanted to stop by in person and tell you that, you know, I can't see you anymore.
So you came here to tell me you can't see me anymore?
Yeah, I just thought it would be rude, you know, not to stop by. And I wanted to give you a chance to say something, or if you want to talk about it.
Oh, well, thank you for letting me down in such a polite fashion.
I'm very sorry.
It's okay. I have to run, though.
Oh, okay. Do you want to talk about it, or?
I mean, you're welcome to tag along, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
It's very gratifying to see this having such an emotional effect on someone. I'm Dylan Porcel.
Colin.
What are your thoughts?
It's beautiful.
It was inspired by the death of my daughter and wife.
I'm sorry.
Eerie, right? You can almost feel their presence here.
I see you met Colin.
I just did. And how did you come to join my daughter here?
Oh, we're dating.
What happened to the other one?
He's still hanging around, but I'm not really.
I'm sorry, Colin, if this is uncomfortable. Jesse and I are pretty candid about this.
It's fine.
All right, I'll leave you two alone. Colin, do the right thing.
Excuse me?
Do the right thing with my daughter. I don't care what you do, just do the right thing.
Nice to meet you.
What do you think?
He's a nice man.
About the installation.
You know, it's intense.
I like it. I don't always like his stuff, but this one I like.
I have to tell you something.
Okay.
Listen, I just got out of prison.
What for?
I hit a guy with my car. It was an accident. He's in a coma. And if he doesn't wake up, then I might be charged with manslaughter. I know this must be really hard for you, but,
Why would it be hard for me?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I gotta go.
Were you drunk?
No. No, it's an accident.
You want to get drunk?
Yes. You were pretty young when they died, right?
Yeah. I was 5.
What was your sister like? You remember much?
I remember a few things. Mostly what people tell me about her. She was a musician, too. Prodigy.
Wow.
She's a perfect student, gorgeous. I think people only tell me the good things. Probably for the best.
She married or anything?
No. She was only 15.
Cool.
My dad gave me this guitar. He used to shower me in gifts after she died. I didn't even know how to play. Play any music?
Me? No.
It's too bad. You're a great musician.
You think?
I don't know.
Country song?
Maybe. Sitting, sipping some wine with my friend Colin. His tender trees are sleeping tight. Brought him home to my slumming old apartment, laughing and loving through the night. Silly.
That's great.
He was lost. Somehow I found him. And I know that with whatever stays or leaves, he'll think of me when he's working 'neath the trees. I long to hold him tight when the moon shines bright over me.
You're so beautiful when you sing.
Don't tell me you love me.
Okay. Wasn't planning on it. Hello?
Colin, hi.
Hi, Dana.
How are you?
I'm okay.
That's good. I've been meaning to call. I've just been so busy with all the Vida stuff.
Yeah? Still working with Barbara?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, she's a great mentor.
That's great. I'm really happy for you.
How's life back in the real world?
I'm raising myself up, you know? Just trying to keep my head down and get through this.
And what's your plan?
You know, I don't really have a plan. I haven't thought that far ahead.
Hey, I've been thinking of coming down to New York for a Vida conference. I'd love to see you.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be great.
I've missed you.
I've missed you.
Love you.
Love you too.
I just don't have any filters.
What's wrong, hon?
I just got off the phone with Colin. I'm okay.
I don't think I've had a real conversation with him. since he was a child. Didn't help that I took him away from his father at the height of his puberty.
Barbara, it's fine.
I just want to say that things happen. God knows why. Things test us. The two of you, if you can get through this. He needs you, Dana. He is so lucky to have you.
Yeah, no granules. Nice.
Impressive.
Thanks. I do my best.
Who is that on the phone?
Oh, that was a girl. It was my fiance.
What happened?
After the whole accident thing, things got really messy, and it's a long story, but I guess we never really talked about it, so that's why she called.
So she didn't want to be a prison wife.
Basically.
Hold on. Hello?
Jess. Hey.
Fuck. Just a second.
Who is that?
You need to leave right now. Right the fuck now. I'm sorry, Colin.
Your boyfriend?
You just gotta go.
You didn't even buzz him up.
He has a key. He has a key.
You're
You
not
need to
serious.
leave. No, I'm serious. Very serious.
What do I do now?
I don't know. I usually just let these things work themselves out.
This is crazy.
I can't see you anymore. I'm sorry.
Hey, buddy. Hey, hold it right there.
Me?
Yes. You. You just gonna walk by me like that?
Like what?
Okay, what's the deal here, huh? You special or something? What's with the topless act?
I just got locked out.
Okay.
Yeah, I was on the fire escape and window shut and just couldn't get back in.
You locked yourself out on the fire escape?
I just want to get home. So I was heading to the train, is that all right?
Oh, yeah? Where's home?
Ridgefield?
Connecticut. That's 60 miles from here.
Yeah, it's fine. Sorry, am I in some kind of trouble, or?
You know what? Get in the car.
No, but I'm...
Come on, let's talk about it in the car.
I forgot my shirt.
Yeah. Come on.
I just forgot my shirt.
Just get in. Get in, it's warm. Watch your head.
Jesus Christ.
What's this?
Locked himself out of his house.
Hey, it's chilly out there today. One of those polar bear gay guys?
What?
This house you got locked out of. Someone else's house?
Yeah. Yeah, my friend. Look, she kicked me out.
What'd she
it's
kick you out
embarrassing.
for? You do something?
No, I didn't. There's another guy. Apparently she likes him better, so she sent me out back. He's a musician.
Yeah, that's rough.
The beanie shopper?
What's that?
You know, one of those guys who lives in Brooklyn and wears beanies, a beanie shopper.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah. Hey, come on, let's take him to 125th.
No, wait, hold on a second. I actually didn't do anything wrong.
Relax. 125th Street train station.
Oh.
Sit back and relax. Enjoy the ride.
Oh, great, thanks.
Fear. Boy, that can just suck the air out of confidence in 2 seconds flat. But confidence is not the absence of fear. It's respecting that natural and innate instinct that is fear. Fear can fuel. Fear can drive you along, or it can drive you away. It can be utilized. It can be harnessed. It can be changed. And suddenly, you have confidence.
Hey. I'm sorry. I know, I should have called, but...
You're fired.
Seriously?
Yeah.
You can't fire me.
I just did. You're fired.
Wait a second. How do I get unfired?
Let's go.
What are you doing? Oh, you are such a little pussy. You're a dick.
Okay.
Good? God, they must have had a field day with you in prison.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Brad. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
El Jefe! Fill this out.
I already filled one of these out.
That was before I fired you.
All right, whatever.
I like your spirit.
Yeah?
Yeah. You can take a punch. You got that Glennon fighter in you.
Yeah? Was my dad a fighter?
No. But I am. So what do I have to do to get you to show up here on time? Want me to get you an alarm clock?
No.
Buy you a rooster?
Brad, I'm sorry, all right? I had a thing with this girl and I ended up staying
whoa,
over.
whoa. A girl?
Yeah.
She cute?
She's very pretty.
She a redhead?
No, she's blonde.
Like dirty blonde?
Yeah, like dirty blonde.
Cool.
Anyway, it's over now. Which is probably a good thing since my parole officer said that I shouldn't even be in the city, so.
Well, speaking of your parole officer, you might not have to worry about that anymore.
What are you talking about?
Let's just say I took care of it.
Brad, what the fuck are you talking about?
Colin Glennon has a gift. He has a gift for nature, a gift for horticulture, and a gift for working with a team. End quote. Colin has created a new kind of grafting system that has revolutionized my nursery, et cetera, et cetera. The other boys all look up to him with respect. This is my favorite. And I quote, "He is pretty much fluent in Spanish at this point, which is quite impressive since he knew nothing only 3 weeks ago." End quote. Cousin Brad. Excellent. What kind of bullshit scheme are you trying to pull on me?
I didn't have anything to do with that.
I take this shit very seriously, Colin. You want to tell me what happened to your eye?
Oh, sporting injury.
A sporting injury? What sport are you playing?
It's like a fighting kind of a sport.
A fighting sport?
Yeah, it's like boxing, but with less rules. It's how you gain respect.
how you gain respect, huh? Can I remind you of what you signed when you agreed to your parole?
It says, I will not affiliate or associate with any gang member, criminal organization, or individual member thereof. Do you remember signing that?
I like you, Colin, but you're making it very difficult to help you.
And I understand that completely, Mr. Harrison, but you don't have anything to worry about. This is helping me.
Yeah, this.
Yeah, I feel a part of something. I mean, isn't that what some of this is about? I mean, don't I get a little bit of help, a little bit of lax here?
No fighting!
You don't even have to tell me. I can see it in your smile that you're sad. You lost your smile in September, and I try not to remind you of that. All the time that you wasted, feeling angry and sorry for yourself. Are you feeling any better while you're wrapped up in thoughts of someone else? What are you gonna do with the choices that are coming towards you? Don't you walk away. I can't stand to see you act this way. Ba-ba-da-da-da-da. Ba-ba-da-da-da. Ba-ba-da-da-da.
Hey. I know you. Colin. Colin Glennon, right?
Hey, yeah.
You don't remember me?
Of course, yes.
Tina?
Tina.
Cardozi?
Cardozi, right?
Yeah. I haven't seen you since middle school. What are you do you live here now?
Yeah, I do. Sort of. I work with, you remember my cousin Brad?
Yeah, no. Yeah.
How you been, too?
Well, I just moved back home. Sort of taking life in like a new direction, a little bit. I was in LA doing the whole acting thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, how was that?
Tiring. It was fun, but tiring. But anyway, we should totally get a drink sometime. If
Totally.
you're around. Yeah. Let me give you my number.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. I'll write it down for you. I had like the biggest crush on you in middle school.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Whatever. All right. You better call me.
Will.
Bye.
¿Qué pasa?
Brad quiere verte en su oficina.
¿La hora?
Sí.
Ok. Gracias.
So the website's wegotbigtrees.com. Yeah. But if you can see right there, that's me. I'm in a barrel. And I usually take pictures with trees, but you know, I saw a barrel, so I went with it. I don't discriminate. I'm cool. Yeah. Hello, Colin. What's up?
Hey.
Colin, this is my new lady friend, Jose.
Hi. What are you doing here?
Oh, well, I found these and these. And then I found this place on the internet. And it has a fantastic website.
Thank you. Colin, so Jessie was just telling me she grew up around here.
Wow. Small world.
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, do you know a girl named Tina Cardozi? She grew up here too. She's an actress.
Hey, you want me to show you around the place, or?
Sure. Thank you, Brad.
Oh, okay. I see what's happening here. You two have like this
Bye,
predetermined
Really?
thing happening that you think that it's okay to just leave Brad alone in the office. I'm not done.
Thank you.
How come so fast I fail? Before I could even catch my breath.
So, this is it. This is my plot.
Do you own it?
No, I'm in charge of it.
So you're pretty good at this.
Yeah, getting better. Yeah?
So is this like where all the ex-cons come when they get out?
No, just me.
Oh, because you're special.
Thanks.
Don't worry, I won't come crying.
These are my beauties. This is it. These are my tomatoes. Yeah.
These or?
Oh, no, these right here. Yep.
Oh.
It's nice, right?
They look delicious.
Yeah. Well, they will be in 2 or 3 months. But tomatoes are actually a lot easier than trees. So I didn't really understand the importance of soil, but apparently it's the secret to a good tomato.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, you can't just use the same soil as you would use for basil or lavender or perennials or anything like that. And you can't water them too often. I also read that salt water makes them delicious, but I think it also ruins the soil. So it's probably just a trade-off. But trying another new crop. We'll see how it goes.
If not you, who can I tell? I can't say what you wish.
What is that?
That's the sporting club. It's pretty unique, right? Started out with just a few guys, and Brad really embraced it.
Yeah, it's a Mexican fight club.
No, they're mostly Guatemalan.
Wait, you don't do that though. Whose house is this? Is this like a halfway house? This can't be yours.
Yeah, it's my house.
Did you live in it before you went to prison?
It was my dad's place.
Oh.
And he was sick, and he died while I was in prison, and left it to me.
Oh. Were you close?
No.
Sorry.
It's okay. I'll probably sell it. Once it is, I figure out what I'm gonna do with my life.
I thought you were a tomato farmer.
Oh yeah, that's right. A very good one.
Hey, this takes me longer. I'm gonna need some more snacks.
I'm sorry. I'm working on it.
Okay. Did you grow up here?
Sorta. I lived here. When I was young, my mom and I moved away when my parents split.
Oh, that sucks.
Sorry my dad left the place such a mess, though. Trying to fix it up now.
Left you a badass TV.
Oh yeah, no, that doesn't work.
Okay. Got any sweet porn on these tapes?
What's that?
What is this?
To explain.
Where'd you get this?
I should have told you.
Can you shut up?
Colin, move over next to Annie. Move next to her. That's nice. Nice smile. Oh, aren't you the sweetest little birdies here? Oh, look at these cute little birdies. They're so cute. Oh, I love that. I love the smile.
I only went to your show because I was curious.
Now, Colin, bring the flowers to Annie because she is the star birdie.
You got to fuck me. Bonus. Hope I lived up to your expectations.
It's not fair.
Fair? Fuck you.
Please,
Just stay away from me.
Happy to see each other.
Oh.
Hi.
Hi, Colin. I'm Dana.
I'm an old friend of Colin's. We grew up together. Annie. I was just leaving, so.
You want more pasta?
I'm fine, thank you. You're not gonna eat?
No, I'm fine.
These tomatoes are delicious.
I slept with someone. I'm sorry. The girl who was just here, I slept with her.
Oh, shit. Do you love her?
I don't know.
Do you love me?
Yeah. Thanks.
What are you doing today?
I don't know.
Colin!
Hey.
I'm so glad you decided to come.
Okay.
Thinking of you alone in that sad house. This is perfect.
Sorry we're a little late.
You are late, but that's okay. The main speaker hasn't started yet. You're gonna love him.
That's awesome. Is that the baño?
You have to go down the hall, sweetie.
Oh, okay.
Now hurry.
I'll be right back.
The baño? Did he learn Spanish in jail?
I guess so, yeah.
Thought I was the only man up in this bitch.
Excuse me?
You know, thought I was the only guy left in here. It's all women. You know, a lot of powerful women, obviously, you know. Yeah, so you're here for the conference?
Oh, no. I'm just visiting a friend.
Well, you know, these women, they are an example of the ability to change in the midst of so much fear, you know, fear of growing old, of not making enough money, of being alone, you know, and yet they attack it head on. You know, there's like nothing stopping these ladies, you know, and I find that very, very appealing,
Well, I'm not sure everyone would agree with you on that, but...
Yeah, well, you know, not everyone agrees about the truth, but that's what the justice system is for.
Right.
See you later, man.
Yeah.
He's a New York Times best-selling author and the founder of the Wading to Gold Institute for Adolescents in Foster Homes. He's not your average success story. Let's have a warm veto welcome, ladies, Dr. Harry Clark.
Hello. Hello, ladies. It is a pleasure to be here. I'm Dr. Harry Clark. Today, I want to talk to you about examples, perception, how you see things and how you perceive people. We each have a version of ourselves that we are projecting. When you're sitting there in your chairs right now and you look up on the stage, what kind of a person do you see before you? Do you think it's a regular person, just some guy? Or do you think it's someone that has a lot of confidence and a lot of swagger? Now I'm gonna run a little bit of an experiment right now. So I'm gonna ask you guys to do something a little strange, and that is, I'd like you guys to close your eyes. But I'd like you to really close your eyes. I don't want any I see you back there. No peeking. All right, just keep your eyes closed. I swear it's gonna be worth it. And I'll let you know when to open your eyes, okay? So. Now open your eyes. What do you see now? How much self-worth does this man have? I'm just playing with you. But you get my point, I hope.
Hey.
Hey man, get out of here.
I just want to talk to Jesse.
Nah, man, go home.
Jesse, I'm sorry. I'll leave you alone, I promise. Just let me explain.
Go home.
Hand off me, man. Jesse, just hear me out, okay? It wasn't supposed to end like that. I was wrong. I'm sorry.
Hey, asshole, get off of him!
What are you doing? I didn't know she was dead, all right? I hadn't seen her in 15 years. I didn't know.
Come here.
Come on. I should have told you. I'm sorry.
Why you always causing trouble, huh?
Put that back on your head, man. Your nose is bleeding. Are you listening to me now?
All right, come on.
No!
Come on.
Yeah, I know about you. That's your thing, right? Preying on girls with emotional baggage so you can sleep with them? Going back to prison for a long time.
Colin, stand up.
Officer, I would be happy to give you my statement now. I was assaulted by this man, this convict.
You like fighting?
No.
No? It looks like you're getting pretty damn good.
Well, that guy's an asshole.
You're right. He is an asshole. But you're a bigger asshole.
Me?
Yeah, you. You know how I know?
No.
That's what I do all day long. I work with assholes. But you, Colin, you're a very special kind of asshole. Because you can't see what's right in front of you. But you want everyone else to watch as you continue to make an asshole of yourself. You got it all. You got the family, you got the job, you got the cute girlfriend. But for some reason, you keep on wanting to break your parole. If you ask me, a punch in the face is exactly what you needed.
Okay, well, I got that covered.
You tagged in pretty good, too.
I did?
Yeah.
So I guess I'm going back to jail?
Right there, Colin. Hold on. Hold on.
Where's he going? I broke my nose. Sir, let me out of here. He assaulted me.
Well, according to the statement that the girlfriend you both share gave Officer Dugan here, you swung first.
He was threatening her.
Oh. Tell your lawyer. I'll see you Thursday.
What happens with this?
Oh, I don't think I have anything to worry about. I'll settle out. Maybe not for this asshole, but...
I'm sitting right here.
Thanks.
All right, look, we're gonna grab a bite to eat. We'll be back in 3 or 4 hours. You comfy?
Yeah, probably go by Energy Kitchen, grab a soy burger or something. You want,
like that.
you want
Energy
anything?
Kitchen?
Yeah. Take it easy.
You watching
all right?
your figure?
You heavier as a child? I can tell.
Oh my God. Are you okay?
Yeah, fine.
You want us to drive you to the hospital?
No, Mom, fine. Take me on the train, please. How was the conference?
Fine. How's the precinct?
Fine.
I think me being close to you is not a good thing right now.
Well, you know, I think anyone being close to me is not a good thing right now.
Stop that. Stop doing that. You're a good person and you need to stop hiding from it. Sorry.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You have nothing to be sorry about. It's really good seeing you.
Keep in touch, okay?
I will.
Oh, we were never really here. How come it doesn't feel I've wasted any time? You're running in my veins, like I never would have thought. And in my mind, like I don't ever wanna leave. Close your mouth and open your eyes. No one wants to be the one to decide. But you don't need me to stay like you think you do.
Hello. Hi, it's Colin Glennon. I'm a friend of your daughter's.
Remember all the times I thought you maybe felt too much. Well, I think maybe
come on back
I
on.
just couldn't.
Nice to see you again.
Good to see you too. Mm-hmm. Hi, look like you're busy.
I'm not sorry
Not for you. What can I do for you?
I just wanted to
but all the
stop
things
by
I
and give you
left
these.
unsaid.
Whatever.
They're still
They are
here in the
letters
back of my throat.
from Annie.
Close your mouth and open your eyes. No one wants to be the one to decide. You don't need me to stay like you think you do. If you forgive me, then I'll forgive you.
I should have recognized you.
Oh, no. It's fine.
There are so many.
Yeah, well, we were pretty close.
Did you love her?
We were young. Young love, maybe.
Did you kiss her?
I did. A couple of times.
Did you touch her? She loved you. She might never have known a love like yours. What she felt for you might have been the strongest emotion she ever felt in her life.
I did. Yeah, I did love her. I just remember being really happy.
Thank you for bringing these to me.
I only wish I had the nerve to bring them to you when I first found them.
Are your parents still alive, Colin?
Yeah, my mother is. My father passed away this year.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Thanks.
Were you close to him?
Not really.
People say, my daughter, my child, my father even. They are not ours, Colin. They are on loan from God. And we are in charge of them or ruled by them for a very brief period of time. We can know them as much as we can control them. Which is to say, not very much. These letters, these are a true joy. I thank you.
Do you think you could maybe give this to your other daughter for me?
After a while, you're going to start to see yourself differently. You're going to find a new comfort in the unknown. Unknown is no longer about fear. It represents an opportunity. You've turned a corner. There's no magic to making these projects successful, self-help or otherwise. What is necessary is that you believe change is possible. This life ain't easy. It's filled with struggle, but moments of joy will present themselves only if you believe that you deserve them. Only if you see yourself as someone worthy of joy, worthy of happiness. It comes from within you.
Okay.
Guess what?
What?
Kristen got a DUI.
Oh.
I'm back in the mix for custody.
Awesome, man. That's
Right?
awesome, yeah. Yeah, he's a great kid.
He's the best. And he's impossible to find when playing hide and seek.
What do you mean?
He's in the mulch pile. He always hides in the mulch pile. Yeah.
Is that safe?
Yeah, I think so. So you give up on those last 2 trees?
I did. I chipped them up this morning.
It's the right call. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
You keep that plot, all right? Grow whatever you want within reason. Start fresh.
Thanks.
Yeah. Got him. You want to go in the pond? No! Yeah? No! You do? No! Mommy doesn't do fun things like this with you.
I didn't think I'd end up feeling so lonely. I had it all figured out. I'd leave you sad and broken to find my blue skies. But you walked away with the sun. Now I'm lost.
Right out, right? You never have too many boxwoods. That's what my dad always said. Never have too many boxwoods.
Hi, I'm here about the au pair position. My friend Colin, Glennon told me you guys were hiring, and am I early?
Yeah, what's your name?
Oh, I'm Tina. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Hi.
Say hello to Tina, Brad Jr.
Hello, Tina. Are you drawing? He's really cute.
Thanks. I'm Brad, Brad Sr.
Tina Cardozi. Hi. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Tina Cardozi. You're hired.
Oh, okay, great.
My shelter. So as the rain starts pouring, I keep on walking. Please wash away.
Omar, ¿está despierto? Tenemos visita.
Hi.
Who are you?
My name is Colin Glennon. I just wanted to stop by and say that I'm sorry.
You're the guy who hit me.
I am.
Okay.
Okay.
Time to tell me what I'm missing, and I know that I fucked up one time too many. You're better off without me.
Thank you. Sometimes I get this really strong picture in my head of exactly what I looked like freshman year of high school, and immediately after that I have to go into a mirror and check that I'm not still that person. Anyways, I don't really know what that has to do with this song, but thank God for change. Sorry, I'm gonna play a new song. Yeah, I hope you like it. Oh, my love, you know I've been around, though I might seem young to you now. Yes, my love, I've seen it all before. Not had anything to live for. Been through so much wrong, looking for right. Wasted all those sleepless nights, trying to dream about your hand around mine. I tried to turn a page and write something new, but the funny thing is, it all came back to you. Your head down for so long, never taking your feet off the ground. Your eyes have gotten so blind they can't see what you've become to me. We were strangers waiting for the time to pass, but Henry, it has come and gone, and here we are, tipping hats and shaking hands to spare each other's hearts. Ooh.
All right, we're going.
No one ever said it would be easy. No one ever said that you'd succeed. Sometimes it takes a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, and from the looks of things, dark Shit water dead weight. Shit water dead weight. You gotta toe the line, you gotta see the sign. Shit water dead weight. Dead water shit weight. Water weight dead shit. There's no way around it once you found it. Shit water dead weight. There's no way around it once you found it. Shit water dead weight.